traffic, Alpha Mike November, rolling 21, remaining in the circuit. Airspeed's alive. Decency still on the green.
Hardboard traffic, Julie Bravo Lima, lining up runway 21.
Easy back.
There we go. So if it starts sort of bouncing a wee bit, it's on the ground for a bit long.
Yeah, okay.
Hardboard traffic, Juliet Bravo Lima, rolling runway 21, vacating training area.
Cleared to the right.
Hardboard traffic, time for call.
Cleared straight ahead.
21, full stop.
Cleared to the left, and we're past 600 feet.
A little bit of rudder there.
Yep. Cleared to the right. Cleared straight ahead.
Looking for your 45-degree angle with the runway as well.
Yep.
Excellent.
Here we are, Lima point and turn 266. It'll lose a little bit of altitude.
Hardboard traffic, Juliet Bravo Lima, simulated call. Hardboard traffic, Juliet Alpha Zulu, crossing grass at hotel. Intercom, Lima Alpha Tango, clear, Lima 266.
Lima Alpha Tango, Ardmore Unicom, copy clear, Lima 266. Well, if you want to do a really good turn onto the downwind rather than taking little bites out of it,
Okay.
like we are,
Vacating training area by Pentacar.
Alpha traffic, Alpha Mike November, downwind 21.
Hardboard traffic, personnel, pentagram, personnel crossing 21 grass. Hardboard traffic, Juliet Alpha Zulu, crossing 21 seal at hotel.
Okay, so pipe brake is off, there's pressure on the foot brakes, undercarriage is fit, mixture is rich. Fuel shut off is in, fuel is got enough.
Tango's 1 to the southwest.
Position, rotation, go. Engine harness is secure, lights are all on. Big cam. Getting set up now. Immediately back to 1,500.
Hardboard traffic, Foxtrot back to 0, turning downwind from non-traffic side 21.
Maps, head to the right, head straight ahead. Head to the left.
make sure you lower the nose in the turn as well so we're not losing speed. So ideally we'll set that up a little bit closer to the runway next time, but that was everything in the right order and good lookout, so it's a good start. I can see that person joining long final over to our right there.
Yep, I see him too.
And maintain 70 knots.
Tango established long final 2 to 1, number 2, stop.
2-1, touch and go.
We can definitely see we've got a little bit of a crosswind from the left there. You can see the nose is just very slightly out to the left of the runway, but we're still tracking straight for it.
More traffic, Mike Yankee Sierra's Piper Chieftain. Weymouth Rivermouth, 1,100 feet, we'll join downwind.
Through 400 feet, runway looks clear, which looks nice and stable.
And we're in hotel to the uniform of the Alpha, hover taxi right to hold short by 31.
Unicom Foxtrot Victor Sierra, is the grass open?
Foxtrot Victor Sierra.
I might even bring that power back a little bit. You can see we're kind of almost floating past where we want to be.
Alright.
So start reducing that power.
Foxtrot Victor Sierra, change of intentions, now finals 2
Over the runway, threshold, idle, ground level.
Don't start levelling off yet.
Oh yeah, so easy back.
And right rudder.
More traffic, clear, tango.
There we go.
2-1, full stop.
So the right rudder was just to point the nose at the end.
Okay.
The runway. So you can see it was off to that left hand side.
Alright, gotcha.
Excellent. Airborne a little bit faster, a little bit sooner than that.
Okay.
So you want about 45 knots, you should be able to apply back pressure and get airborne.
Alright.
We'll join left-hand downwind for runway 21 from Jury. Charlie India Tango, Foxtrot Victor Sierra, you can go in front if you like, we're just on the grass runway.
Excellent, good start.
This is Ardmore Unicom, Mike Yankee Sierra, Piper Chieftain, has reported joining from Caracas downwind, traffic keep a lookout.
Where's this guy who's joining downwind? Just lower the nose a little bit.
Yep.
Oh, got him, okay.
More traffic, Charlie.
We'll start turning.
2-1 fast.
Okay, this is going to be weird.
More traffic, Mike Yankee Sierra is 1 to the north of Jury, 1,100 feet, about to join left-hand downwind for runway 21. Seal.
If we just kind of stop there, and we'll turn downwards there now.
Okay.
This is really weird. He's going to probably overtake us.
Okay.
Charlie into Tango, crossing 2-1 seal.
More traffic, Mike Yankee Sierra's early downwind for runway 21 seal.
That's very weird.
More traffic, Alpha Mike November, down 121.
More traffic, Hotel uniform, left tail off, and vacates on the downwind, dropping.
Okay, so looking for that 45 degree point. First of all, we'll complete our lookout ahead of us so we don't have to really do a really in-depth one before we turn later on. Yep. Good, ZK-AMN. And we're below 100 knots, so we can do flap. And one last lookout, then we'll turn. And just lowering the nose to set your descending turn attitude. Perfect.
More traffic, Mike Yankee Sierra, the Piper Chieftains on a wide base for runway 21 seal, full stop.
Alright, tell you what, we'll do an approach and overshoot for the grass so that he can come in and land. Alright, so So, you know where the grass runway is?
Yep, to the right, to the right of the runway?
Yep. Upper traffic, Alpha Mike November is turning final 21 grass, low approach and overshoot. Alright. So, use those two threshold markers, the white boards, as an aim point.
Okay. There's two there, there's one to the left and one to the right?
Just a little bit further to the right there.
Traffic, Mike. Yankee Sierra is turning finals for 21 seal, full stop.
And a little bit more power. So you're aiming for just across that old taxiway, the old runway.
Okay.
You can see we've got two white marker boards at this end and then two at the far end.
Okay.
That's basically dictating the grass runway. So the two white marker boards closest to us are where the threshold is.
Okay.
So that's where you'd normally be aiming for the sealed runway. I've done our final call.
Okay.
So all we have to do is make sure that we are correctly configured. So 60 knots. A little bit of back pressure there. We're a little bit low for the grass. And a little bit of power just to maintain. See? There we go. Perfect. I have control.
You have control?
Now all of a sudden we find out that some person from Eagle Flight Training's taxied right out in front of us. So, carb heat cold, climbing attitude set, and we are getting a rate of climb. And we'll start reducing the flap. That would be fantastic, thank you. There we go, we've still got a positive rate of climb. Another stage of flap, making sure we keep climbing, retrimming as required. We know we can track straight because we're over the grass runway. There's nobody ahead of us on the seal. And final stage of flap up. Up on traffic, Alpha Mike November going around 21 grass. So our last priority is the radio call basically. You have control.
I have control.
So that's a demonstration.
I'm on traffic, Mike. Yankee Sierra is departing the active runway at Hotel to cross 21 grass.
Alright.
I'm on traffic, Charlie into Tango is lining up 2-1. Back off.
I'm on traffic, Hotel doing uniform with Brooklyn 800, checking season.
So lower the nose to straight level and just make sure you trim.
Yeah.
That should stop any climbing as you turn this corner here.
Okay, here we go.
More traffic, Charlie into Tango, rolling 2-1, remaining on second, plan up pickup.
So as other Tim said, the runway's not going to go legs and walk away. You should have a reference point before you turn for the downwind here.
Yep.
Turn onto that.
Right brake is off, pressure on the foot brakes, up carriage slick, under fuel cock, under fuel, 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 under all.
Echo Lima Echo, Downwind, Comedy 5.
Echo Lima Echo, thank you.
I'm on traffic, Alpha Mike November, late downwind 2-1. Hey, we can start getting set up now.
Okay, lower that nose. You've really got to keep an eye on the airspeed. Don't let it get below 70.
800, checking around with the bounce.
You shouldn't need to do a full lookout if you've done one before you've turned. Should be just a brief, reconfirmation. There's nobody out there that I didn't spot.
Okay.
I'm on traffic, Charlie into Tango is downward.
Do you know the height at Ardmore you're not allowed to turn final below?
You need to be established on final at 500?
At 600 feet.
Okay.
Of jury on descent.
Oh, so you need to be below 600 before you turn final?
No, you need to be above it.
Above it, okay, cool.
So you cannot be turning final below 600 feet. So I'd be putting on a little bit of power there because we're going to be a bit low, and we look a little bit low on profile as well, don't we?
Yeah.
Because we're quite far from the runway.
Ardmore Unicom, copy Lima 266 for the next 30 minutes and no quarter traffic.
So it's a combination of monitoring your height as you go and looking back towards the runway as well.
Beautiful.
Okay to me.
Traffic, Foxtrot Lima Hotel is jury 1900 descending to join the Downwind runway 21.
Alma traffic, Alpha Mike November, final 21, touch and go.
Charlie into Tango, finals 2-1 grass, banner pickup.
So you've got to keep coming down at this point. We've actually levelled off, which we don't want to do. So keep coming down. It's often a subconscious kind of thing.
Traffic, Foxtrot Lima Hotel is Papakura 1,200 feet joining left-hand Downwind runway 1.
Right rudder to point the nose at the end. There we go.
India Mike X-ray radio check.
India Mike X-ray, Aerodrome, Unicom, reading 5.
Copy 5, thanks.
All traffic Tango,
And then turn it.
21, seal.
Already done your lookout.
More traffic, Charlie India Tango is going to pick up for grass, centre grass. Short 4 high.
Adam, if you can get Fletch to go more towards Admiral Flying School, more oblique.
Yep, thanks for that, head quick to that.
We got one on the runway there. And that's the anybody on final. I'm on traffic, Foxtrot, Lima, hotels, vacating, please.
All traffic Tango, Quebec, rolling 21, vacating.
How does this look?
By the downwind.
Looks slightly high.
Really? It looks extremely low to me.
Really?
Yep. Well,
Okay.
we're almost 600 feet and we're not turning final yet, are we?
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of power. Put it in there. And I look at that and go, if I maintained a steady descent profile and I don't maintain my height for a little bit, I'm going to crash into those power lines.
Okay.
So it looks quite low. So about here is getting back onto a normal profile.
Okay.
And I'm on traffic Tango, Quebec, airborne off 21 seal, and we're drifting to the right behind Charlie India Tango.
I'm on traffic, Foxtrot, Lima, hotel crossing, runway 21, Charlie 2, Golf.
I'm on traffic, Charlie India Tango, turning crosswind from Banner pickup.
I'm on traffic, Foxtrot, Lima, hotel crossing, 21, grass on.
Okay. So this time I want to get you to keep us descending down towards the runway. So maintaining that 1/3 attitude with the threshold like you're doing now. So even though we might start reducing power over the threshold, we don't start levelling off yet. The idea is just to help the aircraft slow down as we keep on descending towards the runway.
Alpha Mike November, final 2-1, touch and go.
So if you notice the speed coming up, then reduce the power a little bit.
Okay.
Keep that 1/3 attitude.
Yep.
Excellent, and start trickling that power all the way back as you keep coming down. That's better, and go around.
Okay.
Echo Foxtrot,
So
Tango,
full power.
5.
5 also, thanks.
Outbound traffic Tango, for good, lining up 2-1.
We're climbing. Excellent, so flap. We don't need to drift it either way because there's nobody ahead of us. So get some more flap.
India Mike X-ray, lifting Bravo, vacating via southwest sector, waterworks 800.
And then a radio call.
I'm on traffic, Alpha Mike November, going round 2-1.
Excellent, good go around.
Sierra, lining up 2-1. All clear.
So what I'd like to do is get less far from the runway this time, because the reason we're getting low every time on base is because we're going so far from the runway.
Okay.
I'm on traffic Hotel November, Charlie, lift out and hold short.
Right, just rolling's level there.
Yep.
Make sure you're square with the runway, because we're cutting into some of the downwind usually.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I'm on the rolling aircraft Hotel November, Charlie, crosses both 2-1, start seal off.
Flat. We're below 100, and then just lowering the nose, and quick look out in the direction you're turning to there. Perfect, that's exactly what we're looking for.
Brilliant.
So you'll find that as you come down at 1,500 RPM or thereabouts now, you won't actually get low for the runway because we're not quite so far away from it. We won't tend to as much anyway.
Tracking Cleveland.
So just monitoring as you come down, ideally looking to turn onto final, starting the turn at about 700 feet,
Okay.
so that you finish it and roll out at about 600 feet. So control power to reach that goal.
Now 1 tail off, okay, Cleveland.
Oh, looking pretty good now because I'm turn to now.
And we'll do a full stop this time.
Excellent.
Hardware Unicom, Hotel Sierra, radio check please.
Hotel Sierra, Ardmore Unicom, ready 5.
A little bit to the left.
Good morning,
Trying to correct that.
Hardware traffic, take off November, 1 West Newtown, 1,400, joining left base 21.
And Ardmore traffic, Mike Yankee Sierra, the Piper Chieftains checks in along Hotel to cross the teal-off and taxi along Juliet.
Ardmore traffic, Alpha Mike November, funnel 21, full stop.
Hardware traffic, take off November, half east waterworks, 1,400, joining left base.
So watch that speed.
Yep.
Hardware Unicom, Hotel Sierra, uniform radio check please.
Hotel Sierra, uniform, Ardmore Unicom, ready 5.
And if the nose isn't pointing at the end of the runway as you go to level off, use your rudder to do that.
Reduced runway length 21 has been removed.
Mike Bravo Juliet, Ardmore Unicom, affirm.
Copy that, break back up on traffic, Mike Bravo Juliet, lining up 2-1, Juliet.
And here Mike X-ray, Cleveland 800, tracking join straight on teal-off.
Oh, landings are coming along nicely.
Southern Amy Point, low level waterworks.
Oh, crap.
Right, we've got to come off there, so slow us down.
On track, Hamilton.
I'll come across the grass, just not taking out the runway light.
My brother Juliet, behind the aircraft vacating, rolling 2-1 and vacating Golf by the downwind. I'm a traffic taking out Quebec, Calico Bay, 1,100, tracking Aerodrome point. My traffic taking off November, establish left base 21.
Hey, flips down. Red light, land light, slow check.
Zero uniform, lifting off.
Transponder on standby.